now and future, because it's not climate change, it's climate emergency now. You try your best on the path. I have made many mistakes. I can say that. Don't listen to successful stories. You will not learn anything from it. But I don't want to forget it. If I don't have this, because I want to see through an angle where I don't make further mistakes again and again. It's very sad what's happening. People should be awake. People should start. People from followers should start getting up to be leader.
Today we have one more guest who has been my greatest support when I was into some of the projects, has given me a great, internal help, which you will not get everywhere with every friend. One friend who is different and has different approach, who will definitely shake you from inside. He is one of them. So today we have Namsheed Nazeer, who has been an entrepreneur, and he has inspiration for many, where many in this time need to learn from him. Because if one business doesn't work, he doesn't stop there. This is where he will navigate to the another business or build up another business which nobody even imagine and at that point. So let us hear from him what exactly he is doing these days, because many know you, but many don't know you also.
Thank you so much, Qazi, first of all, to invite me at the Righteous Rich. All the best on your podcast sessions. Thanks for inviting, and thanks for such an amazing entry speech.
If I get a chance, I will be.
I feel nice hearing about me after several months. But alhamdulillah, it's nice. It's a nice journey. It's nice to know Qazi and his amazing projects. Well, what I do, I am basically scrap metals trader. We are into recycling as well. We also provide recycling awareness for individuals and corporates, and we also establish collections from them. We also recently selling the hygiene items and disinfection items, such as through online, and we are reaching every homes and offices. We are delivering ever since the pandemic started. So these are the few things which we do.
And you are mostly into recycling things, which is clear to me.
Recycling.
Recycling is like a baby for you.
I started when I was 19 with my father in scrap metal yard in Riyadh. So recycling is from then, and then 2019 I came up with this social recycling concept where I could teach homes to recycle from homes, because I was also doing since 2017. I was like, my wife would be throwing the metals out, and I was doing mostly metals recycling. I was like, why to throw the metals out when this has a value, when this could, when it accumulates, it goes back to the system. Back then I didn't know anything about saving environment and things like that. I'm just in the trade. I felt like israf, why to throw that? I mean, it could be benefiting someone else, some job, or something could happen with whatever we could collect, rather than wasting it. Like even if you have extra food, giving it to animals, that kind of feeling I had. I did that for 1 year, 2 year, and then I was like, what? Let me see how I can start doing it online, because now we have online, we can reach massive people. So it's easy. It's not that I have to go every home. Hey, by the way, how to recycle. I don't have to do that. So if I was doing it, like I've been able to generate about 2 to 5 kilos of recyclables every month. I was like, let every homes do. And 2019 June I started, like I did try some projects here and there, it didn't work out. But then when I started a new name, we called it as eBin, which is like online bin.
Yeah.
So people are like
It's
eBin.
unique. It's
Yeah.
unique.
So it was nice, and people understood. And I said I would start collecting from Saturdays, because it's not great in like business model to collect from homes, because you don't get much nowadays. The packaging is very cheap.
Yeah.
So there is nothing to extract from it.
Yeah.
And mostly being plastics. People still think recycling mean plastic. Well, plastics don't get recycled much. It's mostly metals.
Yeah.
Because olden times we had copper plates and metallic stuff. So it's 2019 I started, and that went very well, mashallah. It went very well. We I think collected from almost 1,000 homes, and every week we are still collecting. So our concept is like Saturdays, recycling Saturdays, hashtag recycling Saturdays for homes, and hashtag recycling Tuesdays for the offices or enterprises.
Okay.
Yeah, even British Embassy also signed up with us from early stage.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have seen. Yeah.
I was shocked
They
that.
take training from you also.
Yeah, I did as
How to
well.
do
Yeah,
things.
I did recyclable sorting training. They were very open. They were very receiving.
Amazing.
And I was actually shocked, but that they took action. And there were also very small and big companies also signed up with us. And we are looking forward as well, many companies to sign up, because this teaches your employees, and employees will then teach to their family, sorting their own recyclables rather than throwing everything to the waste, which goes to the landfill and which spreads around. It also helps when you sort your own items, which could be recyclable. It also teaches you that how much of the items you're actually buying as waste. So why don't why don't I switch my purchasing option to something which will return back in the system, which is called circular economy.
Yeah.
So linear economy is like buy and waste,
Interesting.
but here is like buy, sort, recycle, make, and then it goes like that. Circular economy. So we all should be contributors of circular economy, not the israf economy, to waste and spread things around. I mean, it's also sunnah that from the road, when you see a stone, clear the path away, right? But what's happening nowadays? On the waste bins, you will see. Yesterday, I saw someone next to the waste. She brought the bag. She put next to the waste basket.
Yeah.
She couldn't just throw that inside that. Now, how many plastic bottles, how many karak cups, how many things are being just flying around, and how sea is endangered with the plastics, how many plastics they are eating, and still you need fish, clean fish.
Yes.
And you need still organic food and all that stuff. But no, when it comes to
is
waste,
your
we need to waste. We are throwing here and there, tossing out of the car, irresponsibility. We as Muslims, we need to be, as human beings, we need to be upfront on all these stuff. And we are very seldom in this. It's not just giving away. Also, we need to think. We are giving, by the way, iftar giveaways, right? Every Friday. So it's my friend's restaurant. I told him strictly, no water bottle. And then he was like, I will give you free. I said, even if you give me money, I will not take it.
Okay.
Because what's the point? We are trying to bring something. We don't want to.
What do you preach?
Yeah. So water, you can just, get it from your home or bring your own bottle. Like even if you're going Tarawih or something, bring your own bottle. It's not shame. It's nice.
How did you get this type of, these kind of kindness, basically? These values are actually not like overnight thing happening.
Yeah, of course.
Nobody gets that.
Yeah.
So how did you get this, Yani? Who was the person? Who was that important person who came in your life? Or what is that incident or the time which made you change like that or think like that always?
I think it's 2017 or 2016 in mid. I saw that these things were being thrown from my home. That was my first click. I was like, and I told my wife, can I put a cover, you need to ask. It's her kingdom, it's her
Yeah,
kitchen.
yeah.
I can't just say, hey, you know what, from now on this is going to happen. I cannot do that, right?
Yeah.
So I ask, my lord, can I put a bag? Can I put a bag and whatever the metallic, just clean it. If you can't clean it, I will clean it for you.
Oh.
But I never clean. So, and then she throws in there. When it's full, she'll be like, are you going to take this to the scrapyard or should I throw it? I was like, no, I will take it. And then I take it to my scrapyard. It's nothing for the scrapyard, but it's at least what it went back to the system. It's not that I'm going to earn any money. Now, there's also this concept that people want like, oh yeah, okay, I will give you my recyclables. Are you going to pay money? No. You don't have gold in your home. You don't have copper in your home. It's basic steel. Even the aluminum cans are made out of sheet, very thin sheet. You can just do that and it's nothing. It has no value. So, do you remember the people who is pushing the carts of recyclables?
Yes.
You see them?
I still see them, man.
But
not
even after many years also you see them, right?
Yes.
Do you see them upgrading their vehicle or having some Toyota car now or some six-wheel or pickup? Why? Because there is no money in that. They are barely getting anything from it. So if you're giving out recyclables to us or even to them, give some money to them. Let them bring some innovation on these things. Let them also develop. So don't think that everything it's like, because I have literally problems with people to understand why they have to pay our services. Like for collection, why they have to pay our services. For what I did with eBin company is basically game-changing, revolutionizing stuff. Why? Because people pay me to take their recyclables. So it's like when 1,000 people come, hardly 200 people believe in it. Because they need to be environmentally driven. If they are not environmentally driven, they can't do it. To switch that, it took my calories, it took a lot of explanation to do that. So, sometimes I also reply them funnily. Once a barbershop owner, basically a salon, she said, oh, so I have to pay you and I have to give you my recyclables. And then I told her, well, if I come to cut my hair, should I pay you? Yeah, of course you should pay.
Okay.
And you will take my hair as well? And then she got shocked.
Good reply, huh?
Yeah. How to explain people? How to explain people? You need to have these kind of scenarios. You're taking my hair and you're still charging me a bomb. I'm just charging you 1.6 dinars, nothing else.
Yeah.
You're charging me, I don't know how much. You have a salon, spa, and
So these kind of incidents happened in your life has really made you think about it. So have that any kindness kind of values, and think about even those people who are working on the streets with those.
They were my inspiration. eBin company, I think, started with being inspired by those people who roam around.
So coming back to the recycling, how come recycling came to your mind, or whether to your family?
Recycling have been in my system.
In your family.
Yeah, so it's not something which it's like passion. Okay. Metals were my passion, not recycling per se. Then later I got into recycling. Then I understood, paper, cardboard, plastics, everything is being scattered here and there. And then I understood that the one thing about recycling is if you mix up everything, like let's say in the malls, you see paper, plastic, and in paper you will see tissues, which is not recyclable. In plastic, they also put chewing gum. They think it is plastic. I don't know why. So problem is contamination. We call it contamination. When it is contaminated, it cannot be recycled. So what we are teaching is people to actually segregate. It's very tough. It's very tough for people, but there is no other way. If you want to save environment, that's how it is. And environment is something like which we are living in and which our kids will also live in. So it's just a normal human thing to think about now and future, because it's not climate change, it's climate emergency now. Things are changing. We are also seeing, we also saw how just a virus, unseen virus, no one can even see it. It has hurt pretty many people, health-wise, everything.
Yes.
So You need to,
This
yeah.
is
So,
something.
will you dirty your own home?
Of course not, Yani.
But same time, we are okay to dirty
The outside,
just
next to
down,
you. Yeah,
just downstairs,
yeah,
like next to the trash box. Why?
yes,
Are you not walking by that? Are you not driving by that
yeah,
place?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
When you go to the park, are you taking your trash back from the picnic? If you're not, why not?
Hmm.
Who gives you that liberty, right? I mean, who gives us that right to destroy
I
other
think you
places?
are coming from that background. That's why you feel like it is like that. Yani. Not everyone is going to have that values. Yani. For me, it was like my teachers in school time. They always like, Yani, pick it up. This is your job. You are responsible for that. I was in that environment, and every time it was like, even my family might not be like very serious like me. Like, what kind of mentality you have? And not everybody likes it actually. Even if you're doing this kind of work, mostly I think there are some movies also on this. Doing this kind of work is considered like lame, yani. No respectful, yani. I think you only told me once that Japanese people, when they are carrying these things or dirty or any dirty job they are doing, they are called the engineers for that. I don't remember when, but you told like they are called engineers for that.
Well, I don't actually remember that as well, so
You don't
I'm
remember
trying
many
to think.
stories, of course.
But when see me, don't take me wrong. I think probably 10 years back I was also covered. I remember one some European friends who came Saudi. I remember this. I think I don't know. I will be admitting in here because people need to know no one is perfect. Okay,
Of course.
and why I should
This is
hide
what I
why I
like.
should hide that part.
Yeah, and yeah,
Why I should hide that part. So one time I remember me myself. I was drinking 7 Up or Pepsi, and I actually tossed out of the road. Of the car. Yes, me, same person who is inspiring people. That was 10 years back.
yeah, yeah.
And the European guys were like, "Hey man, Namsheed, what did you do? You just threw." And you know what? My classic response was, "Yeah, I'm giving job to the people, man. Otherwise, these people will be jobless." That was covered me.
Wow.
Yeah, that was me. So now I can see and I can feel also people who says that. So what happens is when you transform and when you're doing that stuff, you are also constantly reminded.
Yeah.
So my plastic reduction also started reducing when I started eBin company, not before. I didn't know like plastic would be that bad because when I started eBin company, I got friends as well, environmentalist calling me, animal rescue people calling me, health conscious people calling me. So I got these many friends around me that it's now so impossible because when you are constantly reminded, it's like when you're having cigarette. I don't have cigarette. I'm just saying. When you buy cigarette, there is a lung cancer. Gross pictures.
Yeah.
So it's like that something with me. When I started, I'm having only those kind of people surrounding me. So you're more conscious now. And now when I get that plastic water bottle, if it's not emergency, I will not. If it's not emergency for my son, Khalas, there is no way, there's no water. That's the time, of course. I would feed him. So it's that bad. I've seen how it's being polluted. We have also did November, I think October to December 2019, we did a very big ocean cleaning campaign where we attended so many sea and harbors every 1.5 hour. The divers will go inside. The waste, Qazi, you will not believe. We have good things like oven. We have got things like PC. We have got things like fishing net and the oil, the engine oil cans.
Yeah.
So many Pepsi cans, plastic though everywhere. So dirty, it's so bad what's going on inside. People think like khalas, it's unsee, done. You don't see.
Nobody's seeing them.
No, nobody's saying. It's like, if when you're a kid, you have your brother's room or sibling's room, let's say, you're throwing in there, and then, the mom will blame him, not you.
Yeah.
So it's that kind of a scene. So we are just taking things out of sight and saying we threw away. It's not nothing is going away. It's still there.
Yeah.
Especially plastic, it's still there.
Yeah, it's such a disaster.
Yeah.
Yani.
The thing is, I think people are not aware. When a human being, when a person is aware of some bad stuff,
Aware
he
means
will inshallah take action.
aware means how can we make it awareness? Yani? What do you think? How can we make better awareness about this? Because I think people know about it.
By talking about it. Talking about it in why, when we are with families, when we are with friends, what we generally talk is we talk about either people
Yeah.
or talk about, I don't know, some rules which came up, or
Mm.
or we make fun of each other.
Yeah.
Let's add some.
That's why I ask
Yeah, let's
why
add
you're
some
doing
kind.
it.
Let's add some value-based conversations as well.
Mainly people think that what you're doing is just for money, maybe, yani. But they don't understand that there
Well,
is
it is
something
reverse,
behind
by
it.
the way.
Yeah, it's something behind it. Yeah.
It is reverse.
Yeah.
There's no money in this. It's
Yes.
taking from homes and taking from offices. I'll tell you, there's no money. And why I started e-commerce is to basically sustain eBin company.
Yeah.
People, I think they have asked. I never went public on it. We had to go e-commerce. Otherwise, there was absolutely
Yeah.
no income in it.
Yes.
This is purely like supporting the SDGs and or the Sustainable Development Goals. This is something as a cause. People need to understand. But some people like, I am giving you, why not giving me money? That kind of question comes. But we try to explain them, and I and my wife basically is volunteering in this. We are not getting paid for it.
Yeah.
We never got paid
Mm.
with the eBin company. eBin company was just our passion. And what we are doing is, with the e-commerce we started, because we have our bills, though we don't pay ourselves, we have bills. We started all legal. We didn't start just as an Instagram page.
Yeah.
We started legal. We started with office. We started with yard and machines, and we had our investment in it. So
because not all entrepreneurs, they don't know about like legalities also.
yeah.
So they just start and they don't have this.
No, because I wanted to start proper.
Yeah.
They
made sure legalities is clear.
Yeah, and I was happy because on the 7th or 8th day, I got a call from Environment, Ministry of Supreme Council for Environment, and they were very supportive. I'm so happy that they are working in line with the influencers, trying to understand the problem, trying to help us, even for any events or any talks. They are so with us, and that's amazing about Bahrain.
I know you are one of the creators. When I say creator means which is like social media creators. So creators have more value in any country or any place. So did you feel that in Bahrain?
Value. Well, I didn't search for attention, so I don't know what kind of value. But yeah, people did love each other. We got a lot of love from people.
Yeah,
we got a lot of love from people people in Bahrain, people, expats, say it ministries, say it office. Many people called us. But yeah, some people paid, some people want things for free, and that's the thing which hurts.
For me, in my circle, we were one of them. I have to acknowledge that. You're not just like talking about business or making money or something. You talk something which makes people have the value more than a human being.
Well, what is the point of just running behind dunya? Okay, when you know your destination is akhirah.
Yeah.
When you know your akhirah is khaliduna fiha, you're always there. This dunya is so temporary.
Yeah.
So what? And your currency back there in akhirah is the good deeds you will do here.
Yeah.
No one is perfect. No one is best, but at least you do that one small step, which could help people, which could, after when you are, at least when you're buried, sadaqah jariyah is going on. Even if it's a company, even if it's a project, even if it's something people learned and they followed, and several other industries flourished just because of you. Because what we did with eBin company was completely change the whole scenario of the industry.
Yeah.
because there is one way where scrap, when you have 10-20 tons of industrial waste, it has money. When it's home waste, home needs to pay to collect, like you pay for your garbage.
Yes.
Garbage is not free. It is being cut from municipality.
Yeah.
So to change the concept is very hard. It takes calories. It takes a lot of efforts. So going back to your question,
the values which you are getting, yeah.
Not just the values of cleanliness, or not just the value of avoiding israf. It's your deen is not just in your masjid. Your deen is not just when you're practicing salah. Your deen is what do you say? It's your way of life.
Exactly.
It's more about what you do in your life than. It's not that you do everything kharab and or
fact,
destructive.
You are contributing to the global vision.
Yeah.
There is, I think you only introduced me the global idea, the sustainability thing.
Yeah,
which you
SDG.
told, SDG. I did not know till then, yani, frankly
Even
speaking.
I didn't know. I was invited by UN.
Really?
Even I was invited by UN.
Okay.
Like I told you before, even I didn't know many things. But when you get into that bandwagon, somehow when people call you and they say, you realize there are so many stuff that you could be related to. Before, when I started eBin company, I didn't start with all these kind of idea. I just did it because I want to do it. Then later I knew, okay, these and that and this. Okay, now, like I didn't know, like my targeted people would be, the health conscious people, the animal rescue people. I didn't know why animal rescue has a connection with recycling. Then I understood that more waste.
It goes to them.
No, yeah, the animals get affected.
Yes.
Animals feed on them because they don't understand, right? Like I saw in Zalak Springs, what are they called? Seagulls or?
Yeah. Yeah, seagulls.
There's so many names: seagulls, ducks, and
let's keep it birds.
Flamingos. Yeah.
Flamingos.
Yeah, flamingos.
Flamingos also.
Yeah, call it flamingos. I mean, everyone calls it different names, but yeah, let's call it flamingos. So I saw flamingos were feeding on the plastic. It's such a beautiful place, Zalak, right? Zalak Springs.
Yeah.
It was eating the plastic.
Oh, God.
I mean, it was trying to eat that 3-4 because they think it is food.
There is food.
They're trying to. Huh?
Maybe food inside.
No, there is no food. There's no food.
It's just
plain.
plastic.
Yeah. That you would see. Just go. You will see crazy documentaries over it, like how even the birds who died was cut, and you will see tons of microplastics inside. Because plastic, what's the problem when it's especially, I think, PP, PVC and things like that with the hard plastics, they break down into minute plastics. And then when it is minute plastics, even our small kid would eat it thinking like it's gems or like, some chocolates or something.
Yeah.
Like that. So people feed on, animals feed on it, they are dying, and animals are dying, whales are dying, birds are dying.
By the way, the yesterday news was that in Bahrain, yesterday or today, I don't know, it was fresh in my mind, saying that the waste which is accumulating in Bahrain, it's too much.
The food waste.
And Bahrain is becoming the fourth in Gulf.
It is sad to hear that.
Or the whole world, I don't know, but we are in the top 10, yani.
In Arabic world or something. Yeah, I've seen some article in GDN. I think it's the food waste. Food waste is another. I was actually in a conference. It's called Nordic Business Forum in Finland. I had a very interesting session on food wastage. This lady was saying that be careful of UFOs. So what was that? It's like unidentified freezing object. When you open your fridge, in the inside you will see some items which is like there since ages and you didn't eat.
Unidentified.
What happens? Waste. UFOs. So we should be careful of this. This kind of stuff. We need to be conscious. We call it conscious, being conscious. Be conscious, guys. Be conscious about food, what you eat. Why to overdo things? Even when you're with family or friends like that. try to make sure whatever you ordered you eat. If you didn't eat, okay, not end of the world. What do you call? Take it to home. Eat it later.
Yeah.
Now, nowadays, I mean, not nowadays. In Bahrain, we have this fashion I have seen. If there is three sticks of kebab, there'll be one roti beneath it and 2-3 roti above it.
That.
So that the kebabs don't get hurt or something like that. But what's the point of those rotis? Are you eating the whole roti? You're not eating the whole roti.
It's waste.
Just tell them, I don't want the extra roti. Once I did that, once I said to a guy, just give me one along with it, and that's it. The employee came. Q Baijan, you didn't like my roti, or is there any problem?
Okay.
I said, no, I just don't want to waste it. And the manager comes. What happened? You said you don't want to. I said, man, I don't want to waste it, guy. I don't want to waste it. Why you want to waste it? I just want to use whatever I have, and that's it. That's it. No need to decorate it as a bed and a blanket and things like that. Just eat it as it is, man. Why do you want it?
So, before I conclude, I wanted to know more, of course, about you. And we got to know about what you are doing and why you are doing things. So, there is one rapid round session, which I will do it. We'll try to do it. So, before that, in conclusion, what would be your message to people? Already you have given out so much idea, like what is happening. You are making an awareness for that. How can you motivate others to do this? Because I think to make an awareness on this will take another decade or something to make them aware.
Inshallah,
because even the global, the sustainability which you talked about, that will take time also.
Of course. There are many people working on different sustainable development goals, and there is also food security, there is also climate change, there is also water pollution, there is also land pollution. So there are many goals they have. 1 to 18, 12, I don't remember.
Yeah.
So just do whatever you're doing. If you are a newbie, if you are a beginner, try to, you know what, I'll tell you one thing. Start everything by volunteering. When you're clueless, when you are resourceless, start volunteering. I met Qazi through volunteering.
Yeah.
I met great people through volunteering, which also helped my business. So get volunteering in anything, beach cleanup, any helping sessions, giveaways. Don't always put a price on your activities. Sometimes to figure out things, you need to volunteer. Volunteer and start things. You will see great ideas. You will also have that human tendencies, because when I went on the beach cleanups and sea cleanups, actually it changed my life.
Yeah.
It changed me from inner as well. And also, so many people say, I don't have time for deen. I'm always busy in dunya. I have so much work. Where do I find time? I understand that you can't. I mean, we don't get time to read Quran, learn, which we should do. So what you can do is find that some good thing within your circle, within your resources, some good thing which you can do while you are working. Why not? Being ethical in the trade.
Yeah.
That could be a number one big challenge that you can overcome. That is also big stuff, because here and people say, "Nahi, business milne ke liye mere ko ye karna padta hai." It's not a requisite, but people have made that norm. Beat it. Show them that you can do things straight as well. Definitely it takes time, but fair trade is a big stuff. Fair trade is one of the goals as well. Fair trade, making a fair trade. Fair trade means everyone in your business is fairly treated. Yeah.
Great message. Actually, I wanted to go deeper on that because you are one of the good examples who have been very much fair in.
Maybe I have, I have had many mishaps. You try your best on the path.
Yes.
I have made many mistakes. I can say that. And mistakes are good stuff. Mistakes you learn. At least you don't redo it redo it more than 7 times, then you are a fool.
Yeah.
So, learn from the mistakes. Don't. I recently heard what Jack Ma said. He said, don't listen to successful stories. You will not learn anything from it.
Yeah.
And also, same video which I heard Virat Kohli saying, success will not teach you anything.
Yeah.
Mistakes is your guru. Do mistakes, it's okay. Learn mistakes as well. When you learn mistakes, you don't want to do that mistakes, but you can do new mistakes. You're free to do new mistakes, and that new mistakes will only teach you. But don't do the previous mistakes.
Yeah.
And now, because of those mistakes, don't make the mistakes that Khan Saab actually told me. Mistakes, and bad things, don't keep it as your whale.
Yeah.
So, but then I asked him one question. Okay, Khan Saab, I will not keep this as whale. But I don't want to forget it, if I don't have this, because I want to see through an angle where I don't make further mistakes again and again.
Yeah.
Khan Saab said, well, put the whale back. So when you put the whale back, what happens? Yeah, I did that stuff and I don't want to do that back again.
Okay.
So it's there in the back. Don't put in the front. When you put in the front, what happens? Your path is blocked.
Yeah.
You can't
see.
move more further. Yeah. You can't see. So, yeah. That's about the mistakes. You do mistakes, but do the stuff. Don't be afraid.
Yeah.
Fear only Allah.
So any projects, if you want to do it, just come to him. He will.
You're
just
most welcome. Whatever I could do, help. There are people
Yeah.
coming, and alhamdulillah, I should say that.
Where can you find? Where can they find you? Yani?
Instagram, World's Local. Instagram is okay.
Yeah.
World's Local.
They will come from
Or
there,
my
I think.
email ID. You can share my email ID.
Yeah.
Whatever you want. Whenever I have time, definitely I will definitely be
reachable.
happy to help emerging entrepreneurs and to grow. Whatever you want, let us know.
For sure, we will be having him more in future. At least I got chance to get him here and
come on, it was my pleasure
interview
to have
him.
It's
and
my
we will-
luck to be in Qazi's The Righteous Rich show.
Thank you so much. So before I conclude, I just want to have quick round. This they call it yani rapid round session.
Do I get a gift hamper?
Lots of love from people. Okay, so it should be short or one word.
Okay.
Okay. So, what's family?
Love.
Religion for you?
Islam.
Why Bahrain?
Love, man. You're saying just one word, right? Or can I?
Why a word or short sentence?
Humanness in Bahrain, man. Humanness.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So, why not Saudi?
I love Saudi. I came from there. I lived my life there in Saudi.
Yeah.
But I think I love Bahrain more humanness. I love the people, how they treat expats, and the less racism, and it's nice. It's nice in here. I feel myself here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm involving external things also. So even I asked Ishraq about it quickly. So Trump.
Orange hair.
Okay. Biden.
I have my own stuff to care about back in India, I think. So I don't want to think
You are
more
not
about.
bothered. The best. So if it is India, what about Modi?
Well, so much work to be done to the damage which has done in India. So much work to be done. So much work to be done. Followers have brain, but the leaders are becoming brainless day by day in India, especially. I think they are doing. I don't know. It's very sad. It's very sad what's happening. It's very sad what's happening. People should be awake. People should start voting for right people, and I think people from followers should start getting up to be leader, so that we don't have such
kind of
toxicity anymore. Such toxicity anymore, because India is not the India I was born This is not that India anymore, North India especially. South India, we don't have that much problem, but it's also slowly infecting South India, which is affecting me. We have a lot of problems to solve there. We want more youth to come on, more youth, more righteous leaders coming into to be the
Doesn't
leader.
matter from which background they come.
Whoever
Just
it is,
have that ethics.
whatever, because India was not like this. India means united in diversity.
Unity
Not
and integrity.
this is like clearly you are separate, you are separate, you are separate. Orange, black, green. How, man? This is not India I've known about. Sorry.
So, what about your son?
Son, Rushd, my love, my hero. Son, he's my happiness. He's my joy. He's my joy.
That's it, man. Because we went off for a minute.
No, sorry.
But
sorry.
okay.
I think.
I have to tell.
Yeah. Sorry. Sorry
it's
for
okay. It's nice. Always nice to have you, and
thank you so much
really,
for having me.
I acknowledge a lot for you for being such a nice person and being such a role model for our group, especially. Many of the young brothers have got really inspired from you, and I'm also one of them. It's okay. I have to tell this, of course. May God bless you.
No, I have learned a lot through Qazi as well. Qazi, mashallah, is one man leader, mashallah. You have united people from A to Z and brought us in one.
Nobody knows about that.
You're like a Nokia connecting people, huh?
Connecting people, but we have to still be staying connected. Because connecting is easy, and having them always stay connected, that is something challenge. So which is something I have to work on. We will work on.
Inshallah, we'll work on.
We have new podcast which is
awesome.
working on that.
I love the logo. Beautiful.
Thank you. So we are gonna have more of these things. Thank you so much for being in this podcast.
Most welcome.
We'll see you soon next time.
Inshallah.
Thank you so much, audience. Loads of loves to you. Keep following us, supporting us, subscribing us, and tell your friends if you liked it. Thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.